Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I thought I'd bring you, well, I can't promise it'll be a quick video, but we will have fun. This two sets of dual tip brush acrylic markers. And I was contacted by the Amazon company Lightwish, who asked me if I would do a review of their acrylic markers. And of course I agreed. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. When I do my review, I've already had a look and a little play, and there is so many positives to these pens, but there are a few downsides. So we've got two sets. We've got 60 colours in here and 48 colours in here. So we've got a nice compact little case with this one, and then a beautiful presentation box, which I'll show you later because I've put them in some kind of order in here for a reason. So let's have a look at this little set first. So this is the 48 set, which currently, let me just get it up, retails at £24.99 pounds sterling. So we've got two little clips here, and then this adorable little case opens out. And as you can see, each pen has two colours. Let's lift one out and have a look. Let's do the dark blue so it's easy to see. They are written in, I think it's, excuse my ignorance, Chinese or Japanese. I'm really not sure. So I can't really tell you much about what they say in terms of on the pen. They are numbered on the tips. So 50 and 30. And then you get this beautiful brush tip on either side with your different colours. So that's a bit of a bonus. Let me see if I can get you something up. Let's see what it says. So it says they are waterproof, non-toxic brush tip. So it's a two-colour design. Unlike other markers, our acrylic markers feature an upgraded two-tip, two-colour design that allows you to get two colours in one pen, which means you buy 24 acrylic markers but receive 48 colours. So let me come back out so you can see these colours. So that's pretty cool. So you don't have to shake them or press them, they just work straight away, a bit like the Artex ones that we did a review on. Let's see, so this says they're waterproof, but they're water-based. So that means, and I have played and I will show you, they don't go through the paper. And they will work on rock painting, canvas, stone, glass, fabric, paper, graffiti, it says, card making, all sorts. It says they're suitable for beginners and artists. There we go. Okay, so this is the £24 set. Now I've put them in this order. This wasn't how they came. I've looked at the number order and they are just random. However, the fact that they are numbered makes it really easy for me to use anyway. So like this one, for example, is 129, if you can see that. And then if you reverse it, 63. So there doesn't really seem to be any sort of number order. But I love the little case they come in. They're held in there really securely. And I printed off a little swatch sheet just so we could have a play. And what I'm going to do is bring you right in close. There we go. And as I do the swatch, I'm going to put the number next to it. So we've got a little swatch to play with, because I want to see how these perform. I've also done, one thing I wanted you to notice. I don't know, that's black. We'll see if that's white, because I'm not sure that that's white. Let's have a look. Oh, it looks like it is. So I've done a, well, we'll do a new one. I'm going to take a black alcohol marker, and I'm going to do a big black line and let it dry while we're swatching. There we go, nice big thick black line. And then we're going to test out the opacity of the colours. So let's get started. Where should we start? Let's start, this looks like it's fluorescent to me. So we're going to go in here. So you've got a really nice control. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Okay, then I'm going to take a little pen and I'm going to write next to here, number 1, that's 129. Okay. Let me get you in shot. Let's do this one. Oh, that's very, very pale. Is it working? Yeah, it is. I don't know. Is it? Okay. Not working great, that one, at all. 63. Okay, let's put that back in the case. That's disappointing. Let's try this one. 20. And then we're going to go into our greens. That's gorgeous colour. 47. I'm not best pleased about that one. I think it's just very pale. You can see it drying now. Hopefully you can pick up on that colour that's coming out. $33. Oh, look at this. I love these colours. They are my favourite. These sort of minty greens are just so beautiful. But we all love our acrylic markers because we can take out lines in colouring books that we don't want. We can, particularly with these big brush markers, we can do big backgrounds that come out very smooth. So I'm not going to mess about too much. I'm going to get it done as quickly as possible. Then we can play and see what they can actually, you know, what they can actually do. It's a nice olive colour. I like that one too. The caps snap on nice and snug. It says they are to be stored horizontally. And I presume that's just to make sure that the ink doesn't run down to one side. Oh, beautiful colours already, look at those. So we're firing on. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. 148. And I'm going to have another look at that pastel, that one that we thought wasn't working very well. I'm going to try again in a minute because it is drying and it's just a very beautiful pale yellow. And then we're going to do a little bit of colouring to see if it roughs up our paper. And I did practice to see if you could blend them, and they do blend actually. You can blend the colours even on just cheap copy paper. So far we've got a beautiful array of colours coming through here. That's nice, nice deep blue. Can always use our deep blues for skies and things, can't we? We've got another dark blue here. Ooh, look at that. They dry quite quickly. So you're getting, what did we say, 48 colours for £24. So I can't work it out, was that 50p a marker? I'm a bit thick when it comes to stuff like this late at night. Just beautiful, stunning colours, look at that. Now I know we've been bombarded of late with acrylic markers, particularly the brush acrylic markers, but I've had mine. Have I done that one? No. I've had mine and none of them have dried up on me yet so far. I've had mine for, I think Artex sent them last year, my Artex ones, and I've had some cheaper ones and they haven't dried up yet. So I think make sure that you store them correctly, how the manufacturers tell you to store them. Make sure that the lids are on. They're a beautiful array of colours. They've chosen really well. I would have liked to have seen some more yellow maybe, but it is only a 48 set, so 128. What are you thinking, folks? What are your thoughts? Are you like, oh for God's sake, Lucy, we are so sick of acrylic markers? Or are you loving all these choices that we have with budget lines of sets of markers? Let me know in the comments. Oh, look at those baby pinks. Wow. That is really nice Caucasian flesh tone there. Can you see? I'm going off on a tangent. I love swatching. I don't know. It's the excitement of new things to play with. And to have all these colours. It does make it very difficult if I want to do a video with them though. That's the only thing I'm thinking. We'll go with the orange. Because not everybody has them, so really they're sort of a bit of a personal thing, aren't they, really? I can show you with acrylic markers, because obviously everybody might have their own sets and you can choose similar colours, but it does make it a little tricky if you're using certain ones. When people are learning to colour, they want the exact ones you're using. So I do get that. But I do like the smoothness of them. I actually did do a background with an acrylic marker and it came out really nice. There we go. We're getting there, folks. They're a nice chunky size. That's the a hoo-hoo, like the oval. These are round. They're a nice, they feel nice in your hand, and you've got that little bit there for the grip. So if you have problems with your hand, that's a really nice touch actually. Your hand just seems to fall into place on that little grip there, which is really nice. 45. And we've got a fluorescent one. Ooh. Well, it looks fluorescent, but it's not so fluorescent. I don't really use fluorescents much, so I'd prefer not to have them in a small set like this. So we've got some browns now. 38. And we've got grey. Can you see what I mean about the random? Oh, that's 39. The random numbering, there doesn't seem to be any sort of specific pattern to the numbers. But as long as I have some way of identifying my different colours, I don't really mind. Sometimes it's refreshing not to have to keep saying difficult colour names for people that don't read them very well. Okay, grey. That's a nice grey. 205. And then we've got, so we've got a cold and a warm grey there. Nice. And then we've got sort of bluey grey. Look at this. Oh, that's pretty colour. Like that. 153. And then we've got a random kind of, oh, ivory. 146. Now, before anybody says anything, I didn't put that with the blue because it got this ivory, and I didn't put the ivory with the yellow because it got the grey on the bottom of it. So I'm just sort of defending myself there. Now this I'm hoping is black and white. So we've got black. Oh, look at that. That, oh my goodness, that really is a beautiful, rich, deep black, isn't it? That's a really good one. And then this I'm hoping is white. Yeah. Okay, so 43. Okay, let's have a look at the colours. Come out slightly so you can see. There's the 48 colours. Aren't they beautiful? Gosh, I love these sort of pastel-y tones, but they're offset really nicely with the deep colours too. Really pretty. Okay, let's do some play. So here's our black line that, what is that? Oh. Here's our black line that we drew earlier, which is nice and dry. Let's see how opaque it is. Not very at all, is it? Oh, I don't know. I have to give that a second to dry and see how that comes out. That's not bad. I'm not. Yeah. Okay, let's get. I don't know. Let's try a minty green. My favourite. Let's try that. Okay. Yeah. That's quite impressive. Let's get another one. Let's try a light pink. Ooh. Well, they're not bad at all, actually. So, what I want to do is let that white dry and go over it. Let's see what happens. It's still wet. Okay, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. But that is not bad at all. Is that light making things difficult? Is that better? That's not bad at all. Right, I want to have a look at this pen that wasn't working. Which one was it? This one? It is working, folks, look. It is working. It is just very, very pale. Can you see that? It dries, look, it is working. It dries. Can you see the, yeah, you can see the sheen there. It's just very pale, so it is working. My apologies. So, this is, I'm going to put that with those. That's the 48 set. Now, we're going to come and have a look at their 60 set, which they're slightly different. So this is the box, how they come. Let's move my piece of paper out of the way. Apologies for the chair, I thought I'd fixed it, but clearly not. So this is how they come. Reminds me a little bit of the front of a Posca. So they're dual tipped as well. These ones have names and numbers on the swatch card. Right? So these retail at $34.99 for 60. And you get a little swatch card on the back. Now, let's have a look at a pen. So these are slightly different. These are longer than those ones. And still dual tips. On this one we've got the black. They've got a shorter brush, so probably even more easy to control. So you've got your dual colours on each side. Now, we've got acrylic 6600 marker, 2 brush tip and 2 colours, it says on the pen. It says suitable for paper, stone, wood, cloth, glass, etc. Make sure that you store the pen flat and close the cap tightly. Okay. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have. On our swatch chart here, we have a number. Can you see that? We have a number and a name. However, on our pens, there is no number or name. Hang on. Hang on. Or am I just being thick? So we've got gold and silver here. Let me just have a look. No. No. There is no number. No, nothing to differentiate between each pen. Only the coloured caps. So I had a hell of a job. I pulled them out and I've put them in some kind of order so that we can swatch them. And I am going to try to do them in the colours that the company have given us, but of course that makes it very, very difficult. So I'm going to use this swatch card while we're swatching together because they have the most incredible colours in this set. And then what I might do is do my own swatch, like I just did that one, with numbers 1 to 60 on them. So, if I bring you in, now, you know what I'm like. I have slight dyslexic tendencies, which is why I number all my pencils, to help me choose the pencil quicker than looking for names. So this could take us some time. So let's start. So we've got black. We know for sure that this is black. That's a beautiful black. Look at that. Okay. Then where are we going to find white? This is going to be the problem. See? This is what I'm talking about. I'm not making this up, folks. My dyslexic tendencies are a nightmare. So I would have to go row by row and look, and I'll probably go past it. There we go, that's white. So one thing that did confuse me, oh, that's a good white. Oh my goodness. Let's test that. Oh, that's much better. You didn't even see that. Look. That's much better than the first set. That's a really good white. One thing that did confuse me, what I was expecting was on this chart, like black and white would be next to each other, so you knew that that marker, you know, black and white went together, but they don't. The chart is mixed up completely, so that threw me right off. But if you're not fussed about that, the colours that you get in this set are absolutely incredible. So I don't know if we have the time for me to sit and go through this bit by bit like this. This is a nightmare. Do you see what I mean? Okay, so we've got gold. If I could, oh my goodness. Oh, they're really juicy. Can you see that? And silver. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Let's colour with that. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh my goodness, they are gorgeous. Look at that. Wow. That silver is outstanding. Look at that. The gold's quite flat. But let it dry and we'll see. Okay, so getting over the fact that the colours are very hard to define. I have been through them and tried to work them out as best I can and put them in an order in the box. So that's red, this is red orange, I think. I could be wrong. So what I did was have a piece of paper next to me, and let's do it this way. Okay, so, oh gosh, that's so confusing. See what, it just throws me completely out. So I've got this one, I don't know what that one is. Let's do this one. See, I have no idea now. I'm completely thrown off. I think I put this one as coffee. Do you know what? See what I'm saying? That is an utter nightmare. What we're going to do is we are going to scrap their swatch chart. I'm going to take a piece of paper, just a piece of thin paper, and we're going to do it this way because if the company is watching, if you are watching, please either put the name or the number on them, because we can't use the swatch chart, we're guessing. So we've done the black, white, gold and silver. Let's put these on. Let's give it, so we've got a red and an orange. I'm sorry about that. I spent ages. I'll show you in a minute what I did, trying to work out the colours for you, but we don't. Oh, I like that one. Wow. We don't have the time always to do that, do we? And for those of you that hate swatching, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. But I do like this two-colour system. So we've got double the colours. What I'm going to do is lay them in the order that I've swatched them in, and then I'll number them. Why is that there? Go with that one. Look at these gorgeous earthy tones. Aren't they beautiful? See, so we've got grey and a cream there. That's a bit frustrating. But I'm being quite negative. Let's look at the positives now of these pens. They're lovely to hold. They're nice, nice width. That's a Posca. Much thinner than a Posca. and the colours that they're offering us are absolutely magnificent. Look at these beautiful, beautiful tones. Let's put this, right, let's go up to this one. And they're opaque. Let's try a yellow, because yellow's notoriously difficult. So let's try that yellow. Yeah, straight over the top with that look. Might need to go over a little bit more with that one, but yellow's notoriously difficult, isn't it, for covering? But yeah, gosh, look at that. And then our gold and silver. Gold, not as shiny as the silver, but nevertheless, it's a lovely colour. Hasn't roughed the paper up, the paper is still smooth. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, oh gosh, they are lovely. They really are beautifully thought through colours. It's just a shame that the names and numbers thing has kind of put a dampener on it a little bit. But yeah, gosh, the array of colours. Look at that. And you don't often see these very pale colours in acrylic marker sets, do we? Sorry, I keep putting my hand in the way. But these, if you have the budget, I would say are the better of the two pens. They are more expensive because they are a 60 colour set, but I like them, their performance better. They feel smoother, they feel really juicy. They say they're waterproof once they're dry. So we can check that, folks. Oh gosh, look at those colours. Oh my goodness. So we're going into our greens. We've got some lovely blues. Very impressed with that. Love the earth tones. Gorgeous, gorgeous greens so far. Are they going to give us a really deep one? We're going to get a really dark green. Let's see. Got these ones. Ooh. Oh, I've missed this pale one out. Ooh. Gosh, look at that. That's made it a bit quicker, folks, hasn't it? Oh, look at that. Oh. Yeah, there's no way I could make you sit and watch me try and fill that chart out. I'd be here forevermore. And then to try and work out what colour if goes with what name. I mean, it could be completely up to you, but I don't have time for that. I need time for colouring when I'm sat at home. Colouring and enjoying. So, oh my gosh, these colours. So I'm not seeing any repeated colours out of this 60 set. We'll have a look in a minute. But I'm not seeing any repeated colours. Are you? Do you see any colours that look similar? Not really. I think they're beautiful. Absolutely stunning colours. I love them. And then we've got dark grey and a light grey. Could have done with a few more greys, maybe. But, oh, that's a nice one. And there we are. 60 colours. Look at them. Right, let's do a blend test. So let's take the palest blue. And that was the pale blue. Let's go to this blue. I don't want to be too cruel, so let's go to this blue. Right, I'm going to take the lids off them both, and we're going to see if they blend. So I'm going in to be quick because they dry quick. And I'm going back over. Can we get a blend out of these? Oh yeah. Let's see how that dries. Just clean the tip of that off. That's not bad, is it? Okay, should we do another one? Just because I'm enjoying playing. What should we do? Let's do red and let's be kind. Let's do red and orange. Right, let's take the tips off. Get ready to go. Right, red and orange. Go back over with the red. Go back over with the orange. While they're wet, I think is the key. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. Okay, clean the nib off. Right, what about lines? We can have uber thick line or a very fine line. Oh, I'm impressed with that. The little things, folks, the little things. Right, I need another. Do we need another black line? Did we do the white? Did we test the white on this one? Yeah, we did, and we liked it, didn't we? I've got another strip here of colour. Look at those blends. Hasn't that done well? Right, anyway. We'll come back when they're properly dry. I just want to test this white again. That is good. That is a good white. Let's test it against the Posca. Obviously, Posca is very opaque, but that is not bad. Let's go back over that bit that's dry. That is not bad at all. I'm impressed with that. That was the blends that I practiced earlier. This just copy and paper, so I was just seeing what they could do before I came on camera. And they didn't. They still feel smooth, even though I've kind of like gone it. Well, you saw how I did it. The paper still feels smooth. It doesn't feel scratchy. So this was what I was doing to try and order them for you before I came on camera. There's all my colours. So I have played, but I cannot sit. My brain will not wrap round that colour chart. I'm sure somebody will be able to, but I can't. So, let's have a look. That's how the 60s come. The 60 colour set comes. We need the numbers, please. Lightwish. We need the numbers on the pens, or the colour names on the pens. That's a missed opportunity, but nice little neat box. Right, let's put these out of the way a minute. So we've got the, how do I do this so you can see? Let's come out. We've got, oh, not that far. You don't want to see my messy desk, please? Thank you. We've got the 48 colours here, which are absolutely gorgeous. But the 60 set, I like the feel of the pens feel better. Let's have one of those and one of those. The way they write, these ones feel better, the 60 set. These are nicer to hold because you've got that, your finger just falls in that little dip there. Feels really nice. And they're numbered. Even though there's no order on it, I don't mind. It makes it easy to identify the pen. I love the fact that there's two colours in one pen. And I love the choice of colours that they've given us in both sets. I love the colours in this set. But if you look at these earth tones in here, these sort of earthy, warm tones, aren't they gorgeous in the 60 set? I'm impressed with how they blend. Should we do a blend test with the... No. Oh, right. Should we do a blend test with those ones? With the cheaper ones? Okay, let's take the dark blue and the light blue. Let's try. Dark blue. And I haven't took the lid off. Light blue. You can see. A bit far out, but you can see. Ooh! Remember to clean your brush off. Look at that. I'd have to go back in now and wet it again. So you have to make sure they're wet, that the ink's wet, for them to blend. That's not bad. Considering we've got a sort of bluey green there, that's what it looks like without anything on it. And that one. Yeah, I could work with that. It does give you a little scope, doesn't it, to like, if you were colouring a page, say this was your page, right, and you want the corners darker, you could sort of, at least you know you could sort of blend it out softly. That one's blended beautifully, hasn't it? That one. Got a few crumbles there. But it's funny because they have crumbled, but the page still feels smooth. I won't touch that one because that's all going to come off, but yeah. Ah, what was the other thing? Let's get a water brush. Water brush, right, let's see. They're supposed to be waterproof. These we know are definitely dry. This brush is, I don't know if you can see the water there on my hand. Definitely water in the brush, no cheats. Let's see what happens. Nothing. That's exactly what we want to see. Nothing. So they are waterproof. Have we got any other bits that are definitely... That still feels a bit tacky. Should we do a swatch? Should we do one of the swatches? Well, I want to know if they run. No, they don't. That's just... Let's do this... let's do this dark one. No, I'm just pulling the paper. That's what you can see there. I've just pulled the paper, look, because I'm scrubbing at it. Nope, absolutely 100% waterproof. So you could put these down. That is really reassuring. You could put these colours down on your page to start with if you're doing your background or something, and then you wanted to do watercolours too. You know that they're not going to run off the page. So that's incredible. That's a real bonus to them. So... Anyway, I will put links down below to these markers if you should be interested. If you're not, and you've watched and you've stayed with me, thank you so much. I know that we've been bombarded with these pens, but it's nice to have a choice of colours. And boy, do these two sets give you those. So thank you for joining me and spending your time with me. It's been my pleasure to show off these pens. Thank you, Lightwish Company. Like I said, I will link them down below so that you can get your hands on them should you want them. So until we meet again, fingers crossed for our next colour along. I am already on it. Take really good care of yourselves, my friends, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.